It's your boy Mark Evans, DM, coming to you live from Parkland, Florida, hanging out in the garage, talking to you. It's the only place I can smoke a cigar and not get yelled at. Anyways, thinking about you guys. Hope you're doing amazing. We got a lot of cool stuff to share today. Thoughts versus goals. Do you know the difference? Hey, before we get started, some really neat things are going on. Magician versus Mule just came out recently, actually April 24th. We've been selling like crazy. It's been amazing. We got the new audiobook coming out soon. It's been a process to get the audiobook done just because the way their approval is. But the team is working on it. Got a great team of people out there helping me, Joey and Mike, cranking it up. So that's exciting. It's getting done. And if you guys haven't got your book yet, magicianversusmule.com, make sure to check it out, get the book. More importantly, if you've gotten the book, make sure to do me a huge favor and go leave a review over on Amazon. It'd mean a lot to me, a 5-star review. Let the world know what you thought about the book, as I do appreciate all you doing that. Plus, real quick here, while we got people hopping on, make sure you guys know that we do have a great podcast show called The Making of a DM over on iTunes. Click it over there. There's 20-plus episodes over there and counting, and we got a lot of cool things here. Not only that, this show gets sent over there as well. So if you're listening to on iTunes, welcome to the iTunes family. And again, please leave a review. It helped me a lot. Hey, good morning, Jim. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Dylan. What's up, buddy? Thank you, guys. So today, I want to talk about thoughts versus goals. I was sitting here thinking, I was talking with my buddy about, so many people say all these amazing things, and it's awesome. I mean, listen, who doesn't want to talk about success? Who doesn't want to talk about goals and all these neat things? But the problem is as you get older, my biggest fear is people are so busy talking about their thoughts that they're not implementing them. They're just simply thoughts. There's a massive, where I'm from, goals are way different than thoughts. Thinking and talking are easy. Goals actually require effort. So I want to kind of share with you today some of the stuff that I've done and how I've reverse engineered this stuff. So my first course I ever created was called Reverse Real Estate. Again, you guys got to remember, I'm a small-town hillbilly boy from Ohio, about to be 42 tomorrow. So I'm getting a little, older. I'm not sure if I'm getting wiser, but I'm definitely getting a little older. Good morning, Brad. What's up? Good morning, Sierra. And as I'm sitting here, I like this small town, I remember laying in bed, like I told you, when I was 18 years old. I'm like, dude, my goal in business and life, back then it wasn't even business, it was life. I wanted to make $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year. So that's the thought. And then I put it into goal formula. And I shared with you how I do that, and I'll go through that exercise today again. But my big frustration is I talk to people 10 years from now, and they're like, dude, I can't wait to make $250 a year. I'm like, wait, 10 years ago you told me you wanted to make $1 million a year. Now you're at $250 a year. Why are you going backwards? It's because they're just talking. They're not doing. If you see people that are like stagnant and or going down, by the way, stagnant is going backwards, you're going to realize that they're just talk, not doers. And that's always my fear with all this stuff. Good morning, Steve. So as I'm laying in bed, picture an 18-year-old kid laying in bed at my parents' house, my goal, my thought is like, how do I make $100,000 a year? Like, what does it look like? Not how do I do it, because if I knew how to do it, I'd be doing it at that point, right? But really what it come down to is I just went straight to what I knew. Well, you get paid per hour where I grew up. Everyone's paid per hour, right? That's how you get a job. You get paid $6 an hour, $12 an hour, $20 an hour, whatever. So back then, it's different now. But I pulled out the handy-dandy calculator. You know what I mean? And I said, okay, there's 365 days. This is basic. By the way, this is a good write-down. And this is exactly what I did do, just with a different type of calculator. But I said there's 365 days a year. Yes, I'm willing to work 365 days a year to accomplish my goals. I don't care about Christmas. I don't care about anything. I'm trying to accomplish my goals. So what I'm going to do is do worst case scenario. Here's where I need to be. So I'm going to do 365 days, divide by $100,000. $100,000 divide by 365. Comes up to $274 a day. For easy math, called $274 a day. And then I ask myself, okay, Mark, First of all, I don't know anybody that made $274 a day. Therefore, in my mind, that doesn't stop me. It actually gets me excited. And by the way, I've done this forever with everything I do. I mean, I'm constantly trying to reverse engineer my goal. I don't like to think and thought and talk and theorize. I want to look at an actionable plan. The only way to do that is to reverse engineer the actions to get it. And I'm going to share with you how to do this in your business as well. But just in my life, I wanted to make 100 grand a year. I had 365 days a year to do it, just like you do. And my goal was, here's what I need to do, $274 a day. And then I asked a different question. Excellent, Mark, how many hours a day are you willing to work? And so my brain immediately goes, well, I'm 18 years old. I could sleep 6 hours a day, an hour drive to work and an hour drive back. So I have 16 hours. So I take 274 divided by 16. I need to make $17.12 an hour to hit my goal, to work 16 hours a day, 365 days a week, and I'll hit my goal. And then I say, okay, well, what if I only want to work 14 hours? Well, now I need to make $19.57 an hour. And then I say, well, what if I really start pushing it and say I want to make $274 in 12 hours? Well, now I need to make $22.83 an hour. Well, shit, if I could do that, if I work 10 hours, I can make $27.40 an hour. Okay, well, I don't know anybody making $27 an hour where I'm from, right? But it's not stopping me. So I'm going to take the calculator and start putting a little pressure on it. What if I actually only worked 8 hours like the average person's working? By the way, I've never been average, nor will I ever be. I don't want to be. It's not where you want to be, promise. But let's just say the average person's working 8 hours a day. Well, I need to make $34.25 an hour. Now I have something to shoot for. Now I kind of know where I need to be. By the way, that's the only thing I knew. I didn't know how to work for value, not dollars. Meaning, I did construction. So if I went and actually when I first started, I did seamless gutters, the gutters that go around the fascia board on your house to keep the water from your foundation. And I remember I would do that. And I was like, there's days I made $0 and there's days I made thousands of dollars. So the thing is like as an entrepreneur or wannabe entrepreneur, you start thinking like, dude, I need to make $32 an hour. I get it, but not everything you do, you make money per hour. Typically, it's value driven as an entrepreneur. That's why you can make billions of dollars or hundreds of millions or millions of dollars without really working once you understand value, proposition, blah, blah, blah. That's a whole nother story. But back to my goal. So I need to make $34.25 an hour if I work 8 hours a day to hit my $100,000 a year target. So then all of a sudden I can start seeing things. So if someone calls me up and says, hey, Mark, will you come over and work for $6 an hour? Nope, sorry, it doesn't fit in my goal. Hey, Mark, I need someone to come over and install X, Y, and Z. Now I could bid my jobs. That's how I would bid jobs, by the way. I'd go to the house and I'd say, hey, I need to make $275 today. That's my target number. And I'm going to reverse engineer that on the project. So my materials cost $500. I need to make $275. The job is $775. That's what I used to do. That's how I would bid jobs. It wasn't per foot. It wasn't this or that. It was like, how much do I need to make? How much is the material? Put them together and let's go present the job. Obviously, as I got better, I started understanding that I was undercutting myself. I could have charged more, but I was so focused on my $275 a day number that I kind of like lost track of really, like I got so focused. It's kind of like horses with blinders, right? I didn't see anything else but my 275. So when people talk to me about shiny object syndrome, it's just simply because they're thinking, not doing. See, when you're in so deep in the game, I'm thinking about doing business. I'm doing it. I'm so busy doing. The reason most people don't do this, my buddy Mike coined this term, is like, you don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. Many of you are trying to figure out how to make $34.25 an hour. I'm thinking how to make $275 a day. It's like changing the perception of what it looks like. Because there's a lot of ways to make $275 a day. But the truth is me as an 18-year-old kid, no one in their right mind would pay me $34 an hour to come work for them. I wasn't qualified, if you will. Qualified, by the way, is very relative in itself. But where do you go? Shit, I didn't know. I still don't, back home, I don't know anybody making $35 an hour. But anyway, so how do you start reverse engineering? And that's the difference between thoughts and goals. Who doesn't want six-pack abs? Everyone wants a six-pack abs. That's a thought. But the goal is I need to reduce my calories and I need to increase my uptick in my activity, right? So I need to work out more and eat less. These are levers in business, by the way. So if I'm trying to gain weight, trying to gain muscle, maybe I'd push a different lever. Maybe I'd pull back this lever. Maybe I'd do less cardio, more heavy lifting, blah, 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 blah. These are levers. These are KPIs, by the way, in business that you're looking at. Your KPIs, if you're trying to reduce weight and gain muscle, would be this or that, or, like you'd have a strategy to it. Same thing in business. It's always funny to me. People are like, Mark, hey, good morning, Ben, Rafit, Paul. What's up, Doug? So picture this. It's like business owners coming to me. I always talk about real estate because I've done that forever. But let's say if the guy or gal is doing 2 deals a month. My first question is always, how much are you investing in marketing every month? And they're like, $4,000. And I'm like, cool. And how many deals a month are you doing? 2. Excellent. So on average, based off of the data, right, we have raw data, that the average cost per deal is costing you $2,000. And then I'm under the assumption, because we would know this number, what's your average net profit? $10,000. So you're netting $8,000 per deal. Perfect. So I spend 4 to make 20. That's a pretty good model. That's a pretty good simple KPI to look at. That's the difference between thoughts and goals. Now, here's the thing is, then they come to me and they're like, but Mark, I want to do 10 deals a month. I'm like, awesome. What's your budget increase on marketing? See, if it costs you $2,000 to do a deal on average, and you want to do 10 deals, how much do you think you need to invest in marketing? Yep, 2,000 times 10 equals 20,000 a month. And I'm not saying you need to come out of the gate hot and go from 4 to 20, but if you want to do 3 deals next month, you're going to have to spend $6,000. If you want to do 4 deals next month, you got to spend $8,000. On average, these are things that I can manage with my expectations. If I'm sitting here looking at your budget and you're like, dude, I don't know why this isn't working, first thing I'm going to say is, show me what your cost per deal is and let me see how much you're spending per month. And I promise you, they're full of shit. They're blowing smoke up their own ass. Not mine. They're not lying to me. They're lying to themselves. But I'm spending a lot. Are you really? Because you said you need to spend 20 and you're only spending 4. And you've been spending 4 for the last 12 years. Why would it change? Why would the model change? Why would the goal, how could you ever get to the goal? It's impossible. It's like you sitting on the couch trying to get 6-pack abs with the strongest legs and the strongest biceps and the strongest pecs by eating Doritos and drinking beer all day. They're not in alignment with your goals. Your thoughts are there, but the goal is so far-fetched you don't even do the effort. You don't put the work. This is why you're pissed off. Let me ask you guys a question. I would really love to know this, and I'm being serious. Please participate in this. What is, out of your top 3 goals, what's one of your top 3 goals over the next 12 months? Just one. I just need one. One goal. Beacon, what's your one goal? While we're waiting on everyone. Beacon, I can't hear you. There you go.
Yeah, one goal for me. Sheesh. Right now, this month is basically streamlining. Oh well, finishing up this merch site and then streamlining the live streams to post on to the website. So now, like, if anyone has checked out the Making of the DM podcast on at markevansdm.com, you'll see that it's in a great, nice little Rolodex that you can just see from start to finish of what episodes and some more information on it. So at the end of the month, I want to have something set up like that, but for these live streams.
Okay, cool, man. So in essence, you have ideas and agendas, but not necessarily hardcore goals based off of what you're saying.
Right. So I don't have hardcore goals, but the hardcore goal is get a merch site done. That's the
How long has the
overall
merch
goal.
site? How long has the merch site been on your agenda? Because we've been talking about this merch site forever.
Yeah, it's been on my table, actually in my hands for the past 3 weeks. But the whole process has been over 2 months.
Yeah.
So, but now we're actually we almost have the torch at the end of the finish line.
Yeah. So right
we're getting
now, Beacon, in essence, what you say. So he's got this stuff up. He's got the site up. It's becoming more of like, I got to get this done. It's been sitting on the table too long. Cool, right?
Mhm.
It's time to get done. Execute. All right. So we got people here. We got some things coming in. Hey, I want to start a new business. Right? That's cool. Sell one of my companies. 25 deals in 12 months. Working on my fitness. Thoughts on thoughts. Lose 20 pounds. These are great things. These are, by the way, the majority of people that share their goals with me, over 90% are just thoughts. I want to start a new business. For example, Dylan, I'm not picking on you. I want to start a new business. I don't know what that means. Who doesn't want to start a new business? It's fun to people like us. We want to start new things all the time. But what kind of business? What kind of revenue are you trying to generate? What does it look like? How many people are involved? How much is the capital investments? How quickly are you looking to get going? When is the start date? When is the end date? Are you going to sell it? Or are you building it for cash flow? Like, these are the questions I'm asking. As you're building a goal, if you don't have hard foundational steps, it's only a thought. Who the fuck doesn't want to start a business? Seriously. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to lose weight? Who doesn't want to do more deals? I've never met someone that says I want to do less. I want to gain more weight. I don't want to ever start any business, right? Again, it's thought. That's the other side of that thought, by the way. But the goal is I'm going to start an e-commerce company that generates $100,000 a month over the next 6 months, and I'm going to invest $100,000 myself. Not only that, I'm going to invest 80 hours a week to this, and blah, 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 blah. Now, all of a sudden, you set $100,000 in the next 6 months per month. Now you have a structure. Now, if this month I got zero, next month I got zero, the next month I got zero, well, dude, you're fucking around. You're just thinking. Do the work. Get the results. Results speak louder than words. This is why people are frustrated. People are setting it's like, oh, I just want it to be a beautiful day. Well, what's beautiful? Beautiful to me is waking up and it's 65 degrees out. It's beautiful. The sun's setting. The birds are chirping and it's hanging out. And I see these beautiful mountains and beautiful views and the sun and the trees and my kids are smiling. Like, what is it for you? See, the problem is there's no, it's got to be hard. You got to see it. You got to feel it. I'm getting excited just talking about it. Right? Because I know what it takes. So the problem is not only with the goal, you have to start keeping score. You have to know if you're on track or off track. Real simple. Are we on track or off track? I know Jad said, hey, I want to do 100K net a month. Great. What's your net number compared to your gross number? Is it 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%? Let's say 50%, which is unheard of, but let's say 50%. He needs to generate 200K a month. 200K a month. There's 30 days in a month, right? So 200K. I need to make $6,700 a day. Dude, if you don't make $6,700 a day, you're off track. I don't care if you made $6,650, you're fucking off track. You're off $50. Like, that's the difference with goal setting and thoughts. Who doesn't want to make $100,000 a month net? I've never met someone that says, I don't want to make $100,000 a month. Dude, we got to get our goals dialed in. We got to know exactly what we need to do. We need to execute with intention. We need to have a vision. We need to have focus. We need to have dedication and direction. So this is the thing is I see all you guys out here hanging out in social media land, talking shit, acting like you're cool, first of all, everyone's on vacation all the time. How do you guys take so many vacations? I didn't do dick for the first 12 years in business. Nothing. I worked. Why? Because I had goals. Work hard today to do what you want tomorrow, but everyone's too busy. Well, man, I'm a lifestyle guy. Okay. Well, your lifestyle is not directly correlated with your goals. Do you want lifestyle or money or both? Well, I want both. Well, maybe we need to adjust accordingly. That's the difference. So we need to get really serious about understanding the difference with thoughts and goals. The reason you guys are frustrated is because you're watching people accomplish their goals. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes when they're goal setting. See, thought setting and goal setting are way different, right? Think about this. Everyone's like, dude, I want to lose weight. Man, I want a new car. Oh, dude, I can't wait to have my dream house. Oh, man, I just want to spend more time with my family, right? Who doesn't want to spend more time with their family? Who doesn't want the new car or new house? Who doesn't want the new business? Who doesn't want to lose weight? Let's be honest. If the truth is you guys want all this stuff, why aren't you guys getting it? Why doesn't everybody have it? Because it's easier said than done. I can talk shit all day long about my thoughts. I call it mental orgasms. All you guys out there circle jerking each other, talking about your thoughts. Dude, when I hit it big, I'm going to have blah, 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 blah. Show me the goals, dude. How are you getting there? What's it look like? How are you going to be a billionaire before you've ever made 100,000 there? How are you going to be a billionaire before you've ever made $1 million? You have to become a completely different person. While you guys are on social media land, hanging out, talking the game, like you're doing big shit, taking pictures in front of my cars and other buddies of my cars, acting like they're yours or, whatever you're doing. You're on vacation. Of course you can't accomplish your goals. I can't accomplish my goals hanging out on vacation all day. But it's called structure. If my goal is to spend more time with my family, that shit's going on in my calendar. You have to set a goal. Set it in motion. Get a plan in place. Implement the plan. Right? It's always set the plan, execute the plan. No more, no less. It's really that easy. It takes work, takes effort, takes dedication. Right? Get back to generate 100K a month in revenue personally, lead from the front. Awesome. What's up, Tony? What's up, Paul? What's up, Christian? What's up, guys? Christopher, hey, as we spoke about license it or sell it to owner operator, focus completely on my real estate business. What's up, Brian? So I want a new car. That's a thought. My first instinct and question as a goal, I could tell you exactly down to the fiber of the leather that I'm buying when I get my new car. That's a goal. How much does it cost? Who do I source it from? What does it look like? How long it takes from the time I make the order till I get it? Where it's at, what it's doing, what the day. Like, dude, that's how you have to goal set. Now I know if I'm on track or off track. See, I'm keeping score. Most of you guys are playing a game and getting punched in the face without a scoreboard. So that's why you're wore out. That's why you're overwhelmed. That's why you're unfocused. That's why you're confused. Because you're in the arena, you're in the right sport. You're not keeping score. You don't know who's winning or losing. You just know you keep getting your ass kicked. See, that's why people are quitting on the 99-yard line, because they don't have any, they know the goal's there, but they don't even know they're on the 99-yard line. That's why they quit. You got to get a plan. You got to know what game you're in. You got to set a real goal, not a Mark Evans goal, your fucking goal. What do you want? Not what I want, not what the grandma want, not does what mom and daddy want, not what your kids want. What the fuck do you want? And then you start reverse engineering this stuff to get what you want. It's real simple. So why aren't you doing it? Well, Mark, you don't understand. I don't need to understand. You need to understand. Well, it's easier for you to say that. Is it? Say it with me. I can accomplish my goals when I set the right goals and I set the plan in place and I execute the plan. It is that easy. The thing is you're asking the wrong questions. You're talking, not doing. See, when you're on social media land, hanging out, just talking shit, I'm doing shit. My friends are doing shit. We're growing. We're pushing. We're getting punched in the face, but we're keeping score. You're more worried about getting it right before you get it going. You got to know all the pieces before you execute. Dude, I'm executing every day, and I'm generating more money than ever. I don't know shit of the big picture. I know where we're going. Listen, success is not a direct straight line. There's a lot of moving pieces. And the more I learn, the bigger I get, different opportunities come up, different obstacles come up, things change. But my goal is my North Star. I can't deter. I can only grow and increase. That we're talking about financial rev. My lifestyle, I have a lifestyle goals. You could call me and say, Mark, I want to send you $100,000 to come speak at my event across country. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'll do it for free sitting at my house for 1 hour. I'm not traveling. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Why? Because my goal is in alignment with my family. I care about my family first and foremost. I don't need more money. I want more money. I'm not here for more money. I'm not here for money. I'm here. I want to get more money eventually with you. We'll do deals together. We'll buy companies together. You'll run companies for me one day. I got a guy starting today that's actually come from social media like this. Yesterday, a guy actually raised his hand and donated $10,000 from the call I did yesterday. I don't get any of that money. It goes to charity, but that fulfills me. It makes me happy. My goal is to give more money back. I don't care if it comes from me or comes through me. You know what I mean? That's what we need to understand. We got to stay focused. What's up, Pace? We got to understand that there's power in this. Goals are real. Thoughts are just thoughts. Everyone has a thought. What's the saying? Thoughts are like assholes. Everyone's got one. I think that's excuse. Well, what is it? Yeah, ideas. And I'm not talking idea. I don't need ideas. You don't need ideas. You need execution of an idea. One. That's it. You're going to figure it out. You're going to learn. You're going to get confused. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get excited and everything in between. But we got to set a goal in place, a real goal. What do you really want? And then you got to look at the drivers that drive that goal. Doug, I know you mentioned 25 deals this year. Great. We're month 6 into the game. Have you done 2 or 10 or 20? That's going to dictate on what I do next to accomplish my goal. And then I'm going to look at my goal mid-month, actually quarterly. I'm going to look at it now that we're mid-month, mid-year, and I'm going to ask myself, okay, mid-month and mid-year, am I closer or further away from my goal? What levers do I need to pull to accomplish that goal? What things do I need to get out of my life so I can stay focused? Where am I at? What is going on? Like, I need to constantly be taking stock. More importantly, I need to be keeping score. If I need to make $100,000 net a month, I need to make $6,700 a day. Come hell or high water, 7 days a week, $6,700 has to come to me some way, shape, or form. I don't care if it's from a dollar order. I don't care if it's from a $100 order. I don't care if it's from a $10,000 sell. It don't care. Again, money doesn't care either. I have to figure out that's what I need. That's what I want. That's where I'm going. I have to do it. But the problem is people that want to make $100,000 a year, a month, are typically doing $10 an hour jobs. They're their own assistant. They're their own person. They're doing everything themselves. You can't make more to $100,000 a month by doing everything yourself. It's not possible. You might be able to do it one month a year because it's a big burst, but the other 11 months are shitty. That's not the goal. And not only that, the question is, do you want to make $100K a month working, or do you want to make $100K a month net in your business working for you? That's the different conversation. Do you want the business serving me or me serving the business? Most of you are servants to your business. I still am on a couple of them in the beginning stages. But now I'm asking, but I do realize my goal was to be, how can the business serve me? How can the business make me money? How can this make me $50,000 a month in the next 2 years from now? What does that look like? What's the team look like? Who do I have to put in place? How much is my marketing budget? What does the infrastructure have to look like? 11 deals done, 12 writing today, Mike. Awesome. So the thing is what are you trying to accomplish? My boy Tim is, he's a great example of this, about pushing the boundaries. He's doing single family residential rentals, turnkey and all that. And he's like, dude, I want to make millions of dollars a year. Well, you can make a couple million a year in single family residential, but once you get to a certain level, it becomes massively confusing, massively chaos. Your net profits shrink drastically because there's so much overhead. There's just a lot of moving pieces. So he's like, dude, screw it. Let's go to bigger product, right? You think it's easier to make money selling $1 product or $100 product, right? Volume. It's a volume play. So he went straight to the apartment buildings, and now he has over 3,000 units generating millions of dollars with less headache, less work, less stress, less people, less overhead. See, Generation Lean is the new big, by the way. We'll talk about that one day, I'm sure, soon. And I want you to know, goals to me are not just something you put on a wall and get excited on. This is something you get real excited about when you understand that you're in charge of your goals. You're in charge of your actions. This is how, if you got shiny object syndrome, this is how you start minimizing it. We all got it. That's our optimistic approach to life. So don't try to beat it out of you. Just know it exists and how to handle it when it creeps up, what to do about it. Dude, do you know how many business cards I've had of other companies I've started but never started? Do you know how many products I've bought that never even opened them? See, the problem is, I know I was talking at Tim's event recently, and people are like, dude, I was like, I think everyone watching this video and listening to me should have a book. You should have a book in your business. It will help you make more money. I guarantee it. It cannot. Like, picture this. You're in a meeting. There's you and your competitor. They show up and they hand a shitty business card from Vistaprint. You show up and you hand them a great book, professional bound book, with your name. You're an author. I don't care if it's 100 pages or 300 pages. You're an author. It's got your face on it. It's got your name on it. It's got what you stand for. Which one am I going with? Dude, I'm going with the guy that or gal that has the authority. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's like are you going to go get your car fixed at a place that has no certified blah, 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 or the guy right down the street paying extra 10% for that? Not only can you charge more, you can do more. You got authority. That's what it's for. You're building your authority. You're building it through a book. You're doing one-to-many. You're shooting videos. Everyone. It's funny. Like, I know, and we all do this. When you meet someone, dude, I just got a text today. I was in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, about a year and a half ago, and some guy messaged me. He's like, "Yo, man, I caddied for you at the course. I love what you're doing. I love what you stand for. This and that. Hey, I want to know, you coming in this year? I'd love to caddy for you again." He's connecting. He's staying in front of me. I didn't know he's following me. How would I know? That's the beauty of social. His goal maybe is to do real estate. Maybe his goal is to be in business. I don't know. But he's making the connection. He's doing the work. He's got goals written down. He's taking the effort. There's many people that want to message me that won't message me. Why? Because they're too afraid. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of me not responding, or whoever you're trying to get in front of. What does it matter? Don't let your fear hold you back. Use it as fuel to drive you. Understand, this is my goal. No one can stop. When you have a goal in place, no one can stop you. They might try to deter you. They might try to punch you in the face and move you around. But once it's like you can't be stopped. It's amazing. And I hope all of you guys get to experience that, because it's the best. You wake up with purpose and passion, and you're ready to tear someone's face off. It might be your face that day, but it's someone's face, and you're ready to go. It's not always easy, but what else are you going to do? And now that easy to you might not be easy to me, and vice versa. Hard. What does hard mean? Oh man, making money's hard. Is it? I think making money is pretty easy. The question is, maybe making 10 grand a day is pretty easy for me. Jeff Bezos is like, dude, fuck, making $1 billion a year is pretty easy to me. So it's all very relative. But until you start setting these goals, until you understand what your words mean, your thoughts on thoughts, or your thought auditing, things won't start changing. You're not going to get what you want. You're always going to be frustrated. You're always going to be behind the 8 ball. That's the truth. And until you stop talking thoughts, acting like they're goals, your thoughts are disguised as goals. You think you're setting a goal. I want a new car. That's not a goal, dude. Do you understand laying in bed, man? I'm sitting there looking at the Rolls Royce, convertible, Cornish, 1987, blah, 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 blah. Like, white, tan interior. Guess what my first Rolls Royce was? White, English white, tan interior, big plush mats. It was the exact car, minus the year, because it's a newer one, but the Rolls Royce, the white, everything looked the same. Why do you think that is? You think this shit just happens by accident? My companies, I have a company that generates millions of dollars a year. I spend an hour and a half a week in the business. I have lifestyle. I have revenue, gross and net. I have an amazing team I care about greatly. I think about them every day. Actually, one of the team members, I was at his dad's 94th birthday party yesterday at Mission Barbecue, which is a pretty cool place. That guy had a dream. Whoever started Mission Barbecue had a great dream. I want to serve vets. I want to bring vets. I want to have vets work in my place. I want to serve vets. And damn it, when it turns 12 o'clock noon, we're going to stop everything. We're going to sing the national anthem. The phones are ringing. Who cares? We're fucking singing the national anthem. That's dreams. That's a goal. He dreamed it. He set a goal, and he made the goal happen. It became a reality. That's passion. That's when you start doing these things. No, dude, even if you're not making what you thought you're going to make, you can start etching out different niches. How to go deeper, not wider. How to get more profitable here, but pull back here. Again, you're all generating levers. And then I have a business. Then there's other businesses out there that are way harder. But then I start thinking, but I want family time, but I got to work really hard. So now what I'm looking for is how much family time do I need? What does that look like? When do they need me the most? See, maybe family time is not at 5 to 7 like you think it is. Maybe it's at 2 to 4. When the babysitter leaves and your wife or spouse needs some time to themselves, you can take the kids, you can go play with them, go golfing, go swimming, do whatever. Connect with them. Maybe that's when the time's needed. That's when you etch it out. But Mark, I'm busy through the day. Okay, so that's a thought then, not a goal. See, goals, you don't have excuses with goals. There's only action. If you want a goal to happen, you got to do the work. It's real simple. But most people just want to keep talking about it. They want to have all these great thoughts. What's up, Paul? What's up, Ben? Magician versus Mill. Yes, sir. So any questions on this particular subject? Because I do believe most of you guys and gals are only talking. I see it a mile away. If you're like, again, I'm not here to piss on your fire. I'm here to shine the light to help you grow. But the problem is most people are here lying to you, telling you what you want to hear to sell you something. I have nothing to sell you except that you can do this. If you set the goal, by the way, you don't deserve this. This is something you set up and you work for. We all have the opportunity, same exact opportunity. The question is, what do you do with it? Do you take this information, get mad and do something about it? Or do you take this information, get mad and become a victim? It's a choice. It's not my choice, it's your choice. And once you understand how to set this up in motion and get it and start getting some success, inch by inch, dude, this becomes very exciting. And then you start realizing what you're made of. Then you start looking around the corners. I got a guy that I'm getting ready to partner up with in his business. The guy's never made more than $10,000 a month in his business. I think I could take him to 50 to 60 pretty quickly. When I say quickly, that means 3 to 6 months. Because again, there's an infrastructure build out. There's a couple dynamics that need to happen. But the hardest part in that is helping him believe that he's capable of making that type of money. That's always the hardest part. We talked about it yesterday. Fiscal therapy, right? I have to talk to him about money. What's his beliefs? What's his thoughts? Because he's going to make a lot more money when we partner. That's how it works. When I partner, I want you to make money. Why? Well, hello, I make more money too. Why wouldn't I want you to make more money? Well, if you can borrow my belief, as my boy Jonathan says, borrow my belief, not only borrow my belief, maybe get some of my money and get my time, and now we're on the same purpose, the same goals, we can ride each other's coattails. We could drive this to another level. As I talked about, I know I saw Paul Vincent talk about this today. You guys know that Jeff Bezos, ultimately the first trillionaire, or the guy has the biggest shot at it by 2026, you understand he only owns 12% of Amazon. 12%. While you own 100% of your rinky-dink company, he only owns 12% and he'll be a trillionaire. Now, if you owning 100% and you make $100,000 a year, if that's happy to you, that's awesome. But I'm telling you, people that follow me aren't trying to make $100,000 a year anymore. We're trying to do that a day. We're trying to do that in an hour. Like, we're trying to figure out how to hack that down, right? So what do you want? What do you really, really want? And that's why masterminds are amazing. Because when you can share that at the real level, not the bullshit level, and I'm talking, when I say real, I'm talking vulnerable. Like, you're going to say it, you're going to get scared saying it out loud. Like, dude, I want to make $100K net a month. I want to spend a lot of time with my family. And then we start breaking that down. How do we make $100K a month? What's your value? What's your order? What are you making now? Where are you going? What's your timeline? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to take? Right? Boom. Okay, now we got that. Now you want to spend time with the family. What does that look like? Dude, sometimes there's fluctuation. If I'm trying to build something new, I got to put a lot of energy in here. I can't be running 4 rocket ships at the same time. Dude, look at that. Rocket ships. One just went to outer space recently, right? I know we tried to go up and see it up in up north Florida here, but you know, he's not jumping in the rocket ship. He's sitting back as an owner, and he's active SpaceX owner, and said, "Hey, here's the guys. Here's the who to do the how. I'll sit back and do my part. They do their part, and our goal is to go to space." They've had a lot of problems with that, but I tell you right now, he set a goal, and they accomplished it, and they'll keep accomplishing them. See, the problem is you guys are so busy watching people set goals and fail. They're not failing on goals. They're failing on thoughts. You don't fail on goals. You accomplish goals. period. Good goals and bad goals, you're going to accomplish them. If you stay focused, you will accomplish them. It might not be as quickly as you thought. It might be not as pretty as you think, but you will accomplish them. And when you do it, you'll be pissed off you didn't reach harder. You didn't reach bigger. You didn't reach further. It's okay to fail, because failure to me is when you quit and when you die. That's it. No more, no less. You're not failing. You're learning, right? It all makes sense now. Why am I not reaching my goals? Thoughts. I seem more interested in making the goal instead of being committed to making the goal. Tyrone, 100%. Everyone wants the athletic body without doing the work. Everyone wants the money without doing the work. Everyone wants you think you're going to be the same person to get what you want. You have to become someone different. You have to change. It might not be 180 degrees, but like from my experience, it's 180 degrees. It's night here, and my wife and I are watching, and everything you talk about helps me because half the things said I don't know, and I talked about ideas a lot. This helps. Thank you, Paul. Paul, where are you at again? I think you're in Australia, right? But as you guys are here, I'm telling you, there's so much opportunity. I just see so much pain, though, because I don't think people are telling you straight. You're only thinking. You're talking thoughts, not goals. Goals have a plan behind them. Thoughts are simply thoughts. Who doesn't want the six-pack abs? Who does not want the nice cars? Who doesn't want the big houses? Who doesn't want financial security? Who doesn't want healthy family? Who doesn't want all this? Dude, everyone says what they want. Very few people get it. So then I ask myself, why? It's real simple. They just don't have a plan. They're only talking. Stop talking and start doing. What are you afraid of? What's the worst that could happen? Seriously, what's the worst that could happen to you? You accomplish your goal? You hit your number? You become a new person? You change a lot or a little? You'll change a lot, by the way. And what is it? Western Australia. Awesome, Paul. Thank you. Goals versus thoughts. I hope you know the difference by now. If you don't, please listen to the show multiple times because there's a massive difference. And again, my goal to hit 100 grand a year was my dream when I was 18. To do that in a week now is pretty easy in our world, but it keeps getting bigger. It keeps getting stronger. It keeps getting, dude, 100K, and I'm talking net, not gross, by the way, because the gross is a whole nother animal. I can only control net and grow. I can control both, but as you're growing, I'm paying attention. My company's a separate entity. What does Mark Evans make? That's all I really care about. Not true. I care about it all. But like when it comes down to like detail, my goal is my personal goal. My business goal is my business goal. I have multiple business goals that would feed my personal goal, right? So they top down level. But it all starts with me, comes to the business level to feed down to me level. That's why I have multiple joint ventures. That's why I have many companies I'm involved in and or own 100% myself. It's because I'm constantly looking at the infrastructure to serve me. What can I bring to the table for the next 2 years? So in 2 years from now, I'll have X. Right now, I'm working on something where I'm investing a lot of money every year into something that pays me off in 20 years. 20. So most of you guys want like instant. I want it now. I want it now. That's why, because your goal, that's a thought. Who doesn't want money now? I want money now too, but I also want things out in the future. I want big things in the future. And this could help do a lot of cool things. And this could like build that. So that was my goal. How do I make, let's say 50 grand a month for tax-free per month when I turn 60? Well, here's the play. Here's the plan. Here's who you work with. Here's the execution. Here's the big investment every single year. Every single year. It's a lot of money. Is it? I don't know. My goal is more important than the money. My agenda is so much more important. And it's delayed gratification. 20 years, actually 18 now. When I turn 60, 18 years, that money starts coming to fruition. And other stuff on top of that. But I have a goal. I have a team. I have a plan. We're executing. It's been bumpy. It's been ugly. It's been confusing because it's new. I don't know about it. If I did, I'd already had it set up, right? So it's like you're learning all the time. What do you want? What do you need today? What do you want in the future? What does it look like? What are you willing to give or get? These are things that we need to really start dialing in. And when you do it, nothing can stop you. Go out and live systematically. Okay? Cool. Any questions at all? Beacon, any questions? You're over there looking dumbfounded. I can't hear you.
Yeah, no. I really don't have any questions. I think is there like okay, my question to you is there like a like maybe like a 3-part, 4-part way you go in your mind when it comes to deciphering what is aligned with my goal versus what is not aligned with my goal? Like, what if you had buddies you've done business with in the past? They're pitching you a new idea. What kind of process do you go in your head to be like, oh wait, nope, that's back burner?
Well,
like,
usually broke people pitch ideas all day long because they're looking for someone to implement the idea because they're lazy as fuck. They want to go on vacation while you make money. That's the difference. Like, first of all, pay attention to your buddies. You know, you probably need new buddies if that's going on. Me and my buddies aren't pitching ideas, dude. We're doing things. We're doing things together. We're not pitching. I don't have time to pitch. We're too busy doing. And not only that, some of the best decisions you make in business are saying no, right? Like, dude, leave me alone. Not only that, limited conversations. Like, yo, this is my value. This is what I bring to the table. If it fits in, hit me up. If not, leave me alone. I got shit to do. So you're young. You don't know that stuff yet. But, like, as you're out there, man, I'm getting hit up 24 hours a day with people. Oh, dude, I got the best idea. I got like 7 yesterday. I don't even read it. As soon as I see the pitch, I delete. I don't even know who they are. I don't care because I don't have time for it. It's Mickey Mouse. You know,
right.
That's not how real business is done, by the way. Dude, real business is done through connections. Real business is done through, hey, here's my agenda, here's your agenda. Are they aligned? Yes, let's go then. You do all the work, I bring the money, or I bring the money, I do the work. Like, it has to be a very clear, distinct of what's going to happen and what it's going to look like. Not only that, how big is it? You know? Truth is, man, most people just need new fucking friends, honestly. You're included in that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, dude, listen, get new friends. If you've had the same friends your whole life, especially at a young age, you need new friends, dude. You need to be hanging out with guys way older than you or gals, and you need to be learning from them. You don't need to be teaching your friends shit. You're too busy learning. You're too busy executing. Why? Because you have goals. You have an agenda. You have a plan. You're keeping score. Yeah. See, no one's keeping score, dude. I know I keep score when I wake up late. I keep score when I drink too much. I keep score when I fuck it up. I keep score when I should do something like right or wrong. Like, dude, I'm keeping score on everything. You know? Like, if my friends aren't serving me, how do you feel when your friend calls you with an idea? You feel like you're missing out, or you feel like annoyed?
In the past, I thought I was missing out. Like, that's all I would get is the fear of missing out. Now it's like, holy shit. Like, I probably know more or better than everybody I so-called friends nowadays. You know, I'm still young. I'm going through the transition from public school to, like, you know, being a melting pot of everybody thinks they got the right path. So now it's like everybody is down the wrong path. I need to save myself.
Well, no, hey, listen, we don't know if they're down the wrong path or right path because everyone's path's different. It's just not aligned with your path where you're at today. So listen, dude, the truth is, I mean, look at some of the people that could change the world right now might be the biggest drug addicts or the biggest whatever, sex addicts or whatever. But in 20 years from now, they might be changing people's lives with what their lessons that they're learning in the path they're in. So I'm not there to judge the path. I'm there to judge my path because that's what I can control. I can't control their path. But what I can control is when people get on my path, I can kick their ass off of it. You know, get out of my way. I got a goal to hit. You know, like I don't have time for it, man. I really don't. You've seen me, like, I get antsy with that stuff. I'm like, dude, you come over to the house and I'm like, dude, I don't need ideas. I need fucking execution, right?
No, and that's all that really matters. That's all that anyone's going to see is the results.
I don't care. Like, you know how many people are out there that are trillionaires in their brain, but fucking can't buy Girl Scout cookies when they come to the door? Like, dude, it's embarrassing. It frustrates me because it's embarrassing. Like, I'd get so mad. I'm more afraid to be embarrassed as a grown man to not be able to take care of the people and things I care about than I am of doing the work. That's straight up the truth. Like, I gotta take care of my family. I got bills to pay. I want to, like, when my son calls me and he needs the best baseball bat because he's trying to go to the MLB or whatever, I need to be able to afford that bat and not take food off the table to buy it either. I'm talking like I need to let him know, like, yo, if you're in, I'm in. I'm going to ride this bitch with you because that's his goal. And I can help make the goal a little bit harder or easier, whatever, right? So when I'm like, it's just embarrassing to see grown adults play. Like, I'm not playing, dude. I'm in the game to win. We're not playing over here. You know that, dude. You see it.
Oh no, it's real deal Holyfield. It gets my skin tingly all the time I think about it. But it's another thing, man. Like people don't know what real is. I'm going through a thing with my family where it's like I have aunts and uncles that are raising kids in fantasy worlds. You know what I mean? It's like this is a real deal thing, and I'm sure a lot of people in this life can relate to that.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
So fantasy world is like, I'm just gonna coddle you, and to go through 0 to 18 years old. I'm gonna coddle you, keep you away from reality, from the curse words, from people that might be pitching you ideas, people that are showing that their different life. Like, let's say you come to me, hey, how am I driving this Rolls Royce? Well, I'm curious. Those parents will tell you, don't be curious. Don't look at that. That's not for you. And so they're molding their brains instead of allowing them to figure out how to mold their own brains so that they can get what they want in life. They're already being.
Well, again, let's be honest. I mean, again, that's why I always talk about thoughts on thoughts, man. First of all, it's massive insecurities on the parents. It's the way they control people.
Yeah.
So it's massive insecurities. It's the way they control things in their mind, not judging it. It's the truth. We've all been this way, by the way. This is how we're all raised. That's why yesterday and every day I talk about this stuff. Where did your thoughts even come from? They all come from our parents and people that care about us the most. I genuinely think our parents care about us, obviously, right? Being an adult, like, dude, even my kids, I'm very conscious of what I'm sharing with them. They see me cuss. They see me talk real talk. They see me talk about money everywhere we go. So why wouldn't it be normal for when he's 12 years old hustling deals at 12 years old? It's like normal. It's like it's in his system. It's like genuinely like, yo, let's go, man. Hey, man, you got 3 cars. I got 1 car. I'll give you like he'll be trading. He'll be hustling. He'll be pushing deals. 10, 12 years old. The truth is, my daughter too. I could see. I think she'll be a little bit harder with it. I see her picking up like she's very hard. Like you see the different personalities. So as a parent, and business owner, I'm very conscious of these things. I want them to be hustlers. I want them to work hard. I want them to have their own dreams, their own goals. More importantly, I want to teach them how to take action to accomplish them. I don't care if Mark wants to be the best ballerina dancer or Dre wants to be the biggest CEO. Like, I just want them to know that it takes work, it takes dedication, it takes, you got to have the goal. Don't just talk shit. Let's go do the work. Like, to me, I don't want to talk about it, man. I just want to do the work. Let's just get the work done. And when I say me do the work, it's not just necessarily me. I might be hitting people. I mean, just like you, I might be hitting you up. Yo, man, I need this. My job is to be resourcefulness, right? Like, for the team. Hey, you're the other guy. Hey, Mike's the book guy. Hey, Joey's the audio. He's going to create some audios. Hey, I'm going to Jerry for copy. I'm going to, my job is that now. You know what I mean? So, what's up, Johnny? But yeah, man, I think it's we got to pay attention to that, But dude, the truth is, here's what you got to do. You got to stop worrying about family. Straight up.
I got to start worrying about Beacon.
Dude,
Beacon economy.
Why would you worry about anybody else but you? The me economy. What the fuck does it matter what your aunt and uncle do to your cousins and nephews or whatever? Who cares?
The truth behind that.
Why does it matter?
The truth behind that is their limiting beliefs being implemented on me, because this is the truth. I've been grown up thinking that if I want something, I'm selfish.
Yeah, you are. It's okay. Be selfish.
But
them not wanting you
something,
them telling you you don't want something is selfish on their part.
Boom. And I'm having this epiphany now at 22.
Yeah.
And some people never get the epiphany. So it's just like,
selfish. First of all, selfish. What does selfish mean? What does it mean? I get it. I understand when most people hear selfish, they think of the dickhead selfish person. But what about you? What I think the person that's overweight, that's not taking care of themselves, that have 3 amazing kids, that they say they want all this stuff, and they're not working out, they're not doing the work. I think that's selfish. I don't think getting things is necessarily selfish. I think you got to say, hey, man, this is what I want. That's aspirational. That's like goal driven. That's like amazing. Why wouldn't you inspire and prop up that effort?
Literally, yeah. But yeah, my problem, new friends, join DM family, need a new family. Like it's not new. It's just, if I can't do me, I can't do anything for anybody.
But that's selfish, dude. Why would you say that? That's selfish.
See, that's where I'm battling. because in reality,
it's not selfish at all, man. Listen, being
Either
selfish, I always tell people, I give people permission to be selfish. But again, selfish in context is a different conversation than selfish of the image we may carry with us. Dude, rich to you is different to me and you. You're 22 and 42. Selfish is different to you and I. All this stuff is so different. It's all elusive. What does it mean? It's all timing. It's all age. It's all, I have different experiences. So that's what my whole goal here is, why we show up here every day, right? Is to share the experiences of what is real life, not bullshit talk, but like real life. And dude, I think what you're talking about, Beacon, is holding not just you back, but many people back. And my biggest fear for you is if you don't do anything with this knowledge and information, you're stealing. You're being ultra selfish to the world, because not only are you stealing from yourself and your future self, but you're stealing from other people that would look up to you. And there's a lot of people that look up to you. You might think they might be your uncle, might be your cousin, might be your parents, because you can encourage and inspire people around you. Because it's like, dude, how did Beacon become successful? And we all grew up in the same thing, because you had to become a different person. And they're watching. They're watching, dude. They're watching you. But you gotta always remember, mom and dad and aunts and uncles always remember as you, the snotty nose, booger picking Beacon kid as a little baby. That's our concept of you. So their job, they think they're protecting you in the bubble, even though they're suppressing you and hurting you, not helping you. They're genuinely, I don't think they do it on purpose. I hope not, but most people don't. They're just doing it from. Picture how they grew up. You don't have to talk about this.
Yeah, so we don't have to.
They became like that. So I'm just thankful that my parents gave me a great house and, great shelter and, just a great personality. Now my job is to take this knowledge and do something big with it. It's my duty.
Right. No, deep. That's exactly how I envision. I try to let them know that, but it doesn't matter who I let them know. I got to keep this here and just keep pushing forward.
Dude, you need to stop talking to them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I have though. I have been like.
Disassociation is a very powerful tool, because what happens is it reverts you back, and then you start going in deep thoughts instead of deep action. Because you start going backwards. They're trying to rewind you, dude. I'm too busy moving forward. I don't have time to rewind. I'm trying to play the future mark, not the past mark. I'm past that. They're talking about the same shit, dude. If people are talking about the same stuff, you can't share big dreams with small-minded people. They'll just crush them. They don't see them. You understand? You could barely see them. You're in it, and you barely see them. You don't even believe it, but you got to say it out loud. That's the thought, though. That's the difference with goals and thoughts. You're sharing big thoughts with small-minded people. They don't. How could they ever get it?
Never.
They can't. It's impossible.
Even if I got to that level of materialistic, like materializing it, it's still gonna be hard for them to you could show me that you already made the Rolls Royce, but it's still gonna be hard for me to listen to you to get myself at that level. But I have to stay focused on me.
Dude, at the end of the day, for you, when you pull up in that Lambo in the next 24 months, free and clear, no payment, by the way, free and clear. You're a different Beacon.
Literally.
You're a different Beacon by then. At 24, you're a different Beacon. Why? Because you're entrenched in this conversation. You're involved in the data. You're understanding what goal setting is. I wish I knew what I was talking about at 22. Dude, I just had thoughts, intention. I set goals, just different, smaller goals. You can dream for. Dude, it took me 12 years to get a Rolls Royce. You can get your car in 4 years or 2 years of your dream. Knowing what we know now, it's just different. And that's my job here, to help you guys accelerate where you want to be. And that's what people pay for. People aren't paying for knowledge. They're paying for speed. They're paying for results. They think they want the knowledge. No one wants the knowledge, because it takes work and energy and effort. You just want the results. I can't give you the results unless I give you the knowledge. You know what I mean? So we're constantly dropping these knowledge bombs 24/7 to help you guys get to the next level. And that's genuinely that's my agenda in life, is dude, I don't care what you think. I know that if you get selfish, you'll get results. Do you know how much selfish I had to get? You know how scared I was to travel? You understand, when I left, my mom's like, don't look up, you'll get shot. Don't look up, they'll know your torch, you're going to get robbed. Don't look, don't flash your lights. You're in a gang, they're going to kill you. Roll up your windows, lock your door. That's how I was raised my whole life, dude. They're not doing that to hurt me. They're doing it to protect me in their mind. But what that does is every stranger you know has opportunity, either money, time, energy, experience, efforts. Like I think Grant says it best, strangers got your money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I got the money.
get the money.
Who has my money?
Who has it? It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere.
For real. No, that's deep. I think this is a
anything
huge
else speaking
takeaway.
on that side, Mr. Selfish? That's going to be a license plate. When you get the Lambo, I want you to get a custom license plate that says selfish.
I'm writing that down. Here's
the thing
like that.
First of all, what does it mean? The great thing is about that'd be a great conversation starter.
Oh my! And it fits perfectly.
Yeah, and secondly, like what's cool about it is like, man, you have a conversation about you guys aren't. It's okay to be selfish. By the way, we're all selfish in our own ways, but selfish to me, I don't see the negative in selfish. When I'm at the gym being selfish for an hour, that's because I'm trying to become a better Mark Evans, so I can be a better dad, a better husband, live longer, be a better provider, a better leader, better business owner, better sharer. If I'm not healthy, dude, if I'm not selfish, I can't do that, right?
Facts.
Facts. What are we doing here? So like that's selfish. Someone say, man, you're being selfish. Well, how do you know what I'm doing the other 23 hours? See, you might be sleeping 10 hours a day. I might sleep 6 hours a day. I got an extra 4 hours on you already out the gate in the day. You might be hanging out, traveling 1 hour each way to work. I travel 0 hours to work. I got another 2 hours on you. I'm looking to hack time, dude. That's really what I want more of. I want more money and more time. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Anything else on your side, Mr. Selfish?
No, I already know what I'm about to do. I got the goal for the next 24 months. I'm just gonna keep this in the back of my head though. This 7-letter word that nobody likes to talk about, selfishness, selfish.
Well, people like to talk about it when it doesn't serve them.
Right.
Because if you grow, that means they're not. That means they either have to grow with you or they stop growing. So when they see you grow, if they're not on that same path, dude, they're trying to hide. They're trying to get this. They're trying to shade you out. They don't want you to grow. They're trying to suppress you. That's the selfish. They're going to negative self-talk. They don't even know they're doing it. So you can't get mad at them. They're not on this level. They're not coming to these conversations. So you got to understand, appreciate them, respect them. I'm not saying be disrespectful, but disassociate. Minimize your association. We all have that friend that calls us and we're like, oh, here we go. What is it now? And we also have that other friend that calls us and we're like, this guy's he needs help because he only calls when he needs help, straight talk help. And then you're going to have that person that calls you voicemail. I call them when I want to. I'll call them when I have a void in my brain and I'm traveling somewhere, for 20 minutes. I'll call them up and then I know I got to be urgent on the call. Tell them I only got 5 minutes because I'll talk for 20 minutes. Like we all do this. So to me, I think it's selfish of them not to respect my goals. I think it's selfish of them to talk shit to me when they don't know they're talking shit to me. But that doesn't mean anything. I can't control them. I can only the me economy. I can only control me.
No, it's facts.
Yeah.
It's like the individualism.
Yeah, individualism.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest word for it.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I just that's something I have is just once next goal in 12 months is to be out of this place and into my own place. I don't know if I need to come to you and figure out the best deal on a property to get, or if I need to just lay low and find an apartment. But that's my next goal.
You and I've talked about this, and I'll talk about it here again. If I was your age in your situation, I'm getting a camper and going to a fucking camper for spending $200 a month. If I want out, I get out. That's the difference. That's a thought. You want to be out in 12 months or less. My goal is to be out in 3 days or less. That's the difference. So your agendas are misaligned with what you're saying. That's if you really want that, dude, you figure out how to make it happen. It's not buying a property or renting a property. It's about getting out. The path to getting there could look very different every hour, every day. So what do you really, really want? I want to be out. Great. How quickly do you want to be out? 3 months or less. Great. What does that look like for what you think it looks like? Blah, 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 blah. Well, you can't even raise that kind of money in that time frame. So let's get more realistic. Either we got to extend our timeline out or we got to minimize what we're trying to get into. Dude, I would live in a camper. I would bunk up with 6 people. I'm getting out. So, but I'm not saying you do that. That's how my mind thinks about stuff.
Right. No, I'm gonna keep some of those ideas in my arsenal and see what I can
Here's
do.
the thing is, you're being selfish. You're being selfish in your comforts. You're saying, hey, mom and dad's, they're saying I'm being selfish. Well, the only thing I see being selfish is you're taking for granted your goals and what you're capable of. You're capable of so much more. If you want out, you could be out as quickly as you want. But it won't be as pretty. It won't be as simple. It won't be as nice. You'll have different responsibilities. Things are going to change. Again, you have to change to get what you really want. You have to become a different beacon. You have to become responsible. You have to become, accountable for your actions. Because when you say you're going to pay that $1,200 a month payment or whatever it is at that point, you got to pay it. Come hell or high water. You might have to work 3 jobs, but it gets paid. That's the difference, man. I'm different cadence. You know what I mean? Exactly. Doug, can you pour from a minute to cup? Anything else speaking before you go out and get a rental today?
No, not yet. I mean, you have any suggestions on where I should get a rental from?
Dude, I told you. It's never been
I'm
easy.
just going to be on Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure I can find it there.
To bunk up with people. It's never. First of all, it's cool. It's cool to live in a camper today. You understand that, right? Picture this. You're in your camper. Dude, you don't need a huge camper, 20-footer, 15, I don't even know what size they come in. A small camper you pull behind your car. You pop that shit up. You hang out. You're drinking your coffee. As long as you have internet Wi-Fi connection, you're in business, dude.
Right, that's all I need. Yeah.
Get in Beacon Zone. Turn it into Beacon's Castle. Turn it into Beacon's Estate. Whatever you want to turn it into, it's your domain. You own it. You control. People will give you their camper. You can probably buy one for $100, $500. I don't even know. I'm sure you can get one for free. Just get it off my lot. Now you got this camper. Now you park it at a place. It's probably $200. I don't even know what it costs. It's probably cheap, whatever it is. And you just do. Most people say they want something. They're not willing to do the work. But then you just say, actually, there's a guy on here, Christopher. He builds a lot of tiny homes. If you guys want tiny homes, he's your guy, Christopher. But tiny homes are cool, Beacon. Living.
I'm a pretty tall guy.
Being a digital nomad is a cool thing now.
Something I've been thinking about is Airbnb around for like months. Just Airbnb around. It'll cost me like $2,000, but it'll be a great experience for me.
Why can't you just latch hold of a camper and just go? Because you're tall?
Nah, I gotta get my food right. Gotta get everything right.
Dude, you're trying to figure it all out before you get going.
Right.
See, that's the difference with me, man. If I want to get out, I get out. How everything else is just details. So you know this because I say this all the time. Give me the baby, not the baby pains, man. I want the baby. Just shut the fuck up. Let's get it done. That's it. No more, no less. Yes, there's problems. Yes, there's issues. That's called resourcefulness. We got to get resourceful.
Right.
Dude, you think if you're sitting in a camper, not spending $200 a month, making what you make, you could probably buy food? Do you think you could probably travel? Do you think you could put gas? Like everything else always works itself out once you put forth the effort. Once you set the goal and do the work, everything always works out. Dan, what's up, buddy? Thanks for the gold mark. Happy birthday. Thank you, buddy. I'll see you guys tomorrow on my birthday. I'll be here. I'm not quitting on you guys. I'm not giving up. My goal is to help you, even on my birthday. Beacon, what'd you give me for my birthday, by the way, Dick?
Oh. We're not there yet. Tomorrow. We got you.
All right, man. But just don't be showing up in your thong like you did last year for my birthday. That was kind of weird.
The camera guy missed that shot too. I'm disappointed.
I know. Right? That's cool, man. Anything else speaking on that? Again, you got good insights on this. You're young, still young guy doing your thing, but
yeah. I mean, no. I the biggest thing is like I just got to learn how to just stay in this world and how do I level up this, and I'm not worrying about helping the next guy that asks for my help because it's just individualism. It's just individualism, really.
Let's talk about help real quick because I got to bounce here in a second. Mm-hmm. But help, first of all, helping someone, what does that mean? You know what I mean? What's up, Chris? I don't know if I'm helping them or hurting them. The truth is most of the time when we call it help, we're probably hurting them. We're enabling them. We're making them complacent. We're answering the question too fast. If you've never ran a company, which I know you haven't, but you're working on it, but we're running a company. If you come to me, Beacon, you know this to be true. You come to me with a question, what I say, figure it out. I don't know. Like I'm not giving you, even if I know the fucking answer, I'm not telling you because you need to figure it out. That's how you learn. I need you to be resourcefulness. I don't need to be answering. My job's not to answer basic questions that you can Google. My job is to answer the big, hard problems that are, causing us issues as a global company. How do we implement, execute, solve bigger problems? So you guys are too busy focusing on solving small, minute problems, waiting on people to solve them for you. Dude, go to Google. Use Google for what it is. It's a solving tool. Like, go solve any problem you want. It's in Google. Problem is, you're not willing to do that work. So when Beacon, the best thing you could do to help someone, yo, Beacon, man, I need this, blah, blah, blah. Cool, go to Google. Cool, man, blah, blah, blah. Yo, listen, they're going to say, yo, you're being a dick. I know. Get over it. What do you want from me? By the way, blah, 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 blah. No, go to Google. Like, they're going to kind of infiltrate you and shoot you with their bullshit stuff because they're too lazy to go do the work. You're not helping them. You're hurting them. You think you're helping them. You're genuinely hurting them. It's called handout mentality. We see it everywhere.
Handout mentality.
They just want to handout. It's like, yo, I give handouts, dude. I'm not giving any handouts.
Some of them are trained. Like I'm telling you, like spoon-fed from 0 to 18.
Dude, this is called society. This is the majority of society. It's called, people that don't have money that's on the government tit. That's what this is going on. It's a handout. Listen, you want to see the government change drastically, start giving everyone on Section 8 and all that drug tests and see what happens. It's just the facts, dude. Like it or not. I've been in it. I'm deep in that area. That's where all my investments are. So I know what's going on back there. You're there at home smoking weed all day, getting paid, and getting free rent from the government, i.e. us that pay taxes. So, until people come out and realize that you're not necessarily helping them, do you think you're helping someone by giving them a hand? If you can't get your shit together, give them 12 months. Help people out. I'm not saying not to help people, but know when you're helping and know when you're hurting. You know what I mean? So when your friends or whoever's coming to you with that bullshit, you got to tell them, go to Google. Go solve the problem yourself, my man. Solve it. First of all, it's fun. It's fun. I love solving problems because when I solve it, I actually get confidence. Because now I'm like, wow, I can do this. I can do more. What other problem? Now you're looking for solutions to problems. Because the problem is what happens, Beacon, you tell them what to do. They go do it. They fuck it up. Now it's your fault. Well, Beacon said this. Well, Beacon said that. They're victims forever. They're never in control.
Now they're sucking on my tit.
Dude, it's the truth. It's sad. It's actually embarrassing. Society. We're better than that as a world.
Oh gosh.
So
that is so facts.
Yeah. Cool, man. All right. I got to go. Someone's got to work over here, my man. I appreciate you guys being here. Hey, get your goals right. Get a plan in place. Start keeping score. Know that whatever you want you're capable of it. The question is, are you willing to do the work to get it? Capability and actual practicality are two different worlds. Go do the work. Get the results. No more, no less. Beacon, appreciate you being here, man.
Always a pleasure.
Go put someone else on the tit over there and help them out. Appreciate you guys.
Got to put myself on first.
You got this, guys. Happy Thursday. Peace.